On a welcome and a welcome, my people. Country people wey dey inside this our obodo Naija and the world too. We like us, we like our language, wey dey sweet for ear like orange juice. Just squeeze am now. On a welcome for this our ogbonge weekly live show wey we dey call Nigerian Pidgin Business Talk. For this particular show, we go dey discuss different things dem about how business dem go dey grow, how business dem take start, some lesson wey we go learn from some people business, some kind character wey we go avoid, anything you fit just think about business. We go pieces am down for our confam Naija language. My name na Patience and I no too know, if you look well well inside studio, you go see one baby like that, one correct fine shikala her name na Pidign. So na dis program wey go host the program today. We get better guests, ogbonge guests for the show wey we dey announce to una tey-tey. Oya o, e don land na, shebi tey say e go land, e don land. Im name na Ogini Bernard. You know why we say na ogbonge guest? Him alone he sit down one day, carry biro, carry book, keep one cup of water one corner. Who know whether even garri sef dey wey him take dey swallow for morale. Carry Nigerian Pidgin, Shakespeare book.
As
Maybe
in,
Gen Z no go
chop am like
understand.
when dem dey chop garri. At
I
all.
tell you, for this kind work, only garri na im to do am. If any other thing dey, make I know am. Person go write William Shakespeare book dem. Wetin dem dey call
As
those
in,
books? Hamlet.
no be small thing o. No be small English
No
be
be
that.
small thing. All those only I play you. Those kind of language dey speak there. If pieces am down to pidgin,
Ah,
and before we go know,
I
e
dey
fly
tell you.
around the world. So we get person wey don carry our pidgin, carry am for head like gala, take am go round the world. Na him wey we get for studio today. My people, anywhere wey una dey, make una stand up begin clap for am. E no easy. E no easy at
E
all.
no easy at all.
So
You suppose give am standing ovation.
make we help dem clap the clap wey we no go hear. So today we go
Correct one wey
discuss
dey
how
totori for
people
belle.
well. We want to read how this pidgin language don help am market im business. So everybody make una sit down, carry una zobo, una chew zobo as una dey lis ten, because like we promise this night, Oga Bernard he want to give us soap. He go cut soap for us, and trust me, im soap dey scent well well. Oya o,
Yes.
like play,
Foam dey
don
come out
start be
am well
this.
well.
I dey tell you, foam dey come out. Oh, you dey under the sea, you dey under the
We
sea,
dey
don catch am
Brother
forever.
Bernard. Eh,
All right.
hope say this
Thank
Brother
you very
Bernard no
much.
dey fall.
I know the form.
Okay.
I know the form. Mhm.
Now, Oga
Thank you
Bernard,
very much.
well well, as we get 2 years for
You say wetin?
our belle dey
You say wetin?
Seriously, you dey
I say
totori me well well.
belle dey sweet us well well at
All right.
the studio today.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
You
I
say
hope
you
all of now they hear me well.
Yes, we dey hear
yes, we
you. We
dey
dey
hear
hear
you
you well.
well,
All
very well.
right.
E clear as water.
So from your introduction, where you told just now, where you told say, I carry Gary, I put for one corner, to they follow my people talk about how the matter be, how everything be. But still, I go still tell you say, who so Gary get plan. So that means say, as I did here so now, I get plan, and my plan are to tell you how the whole matter don't be the journey, every how the pain and sorrow, the happiness, the joy, the prosperity,
Yes.
as we both they talk am. First and foremost, I no go waste too much time because of the network and the economic situation of the country because e no easy at
No
all, e no
easy
funny at
at
all.
all.
Things get as things get as e be. They wan try send us more for Naija, but we no go gree because na our land, na
Oh,
we
we
get
dey
am, na we
gallant.
dey run am. Yes, we dey gallant, na we dey run am, we get am. So the matter wey dey be say, first and foremost, I go first introduce myself. My name na Ogini Bernard. I come from Edo State. My mama na from Emeora, my papa na from Akoko Edo. I be theater arts student. I do theater arts for University of Ibadan for my undergraduate, and my overgraduate I do theater arts for my overgraduate. My major concern for when I did school that year na Pidgin literature. Even the same thing too for overgraduate. I do Pidgin literature too as my specialization. Now the things why I go to talk for a year now something where I don't undergo and some little very small theory because I know the person where they do more of talk theory. My own principle na say, shey you fit do am? Yes, I fit do am. Now go do am. That's my own principle. I don't believe say make person talk too much. Now when person don't talk too much, now if person consider and talk say na in theory be this.
Exactly.
So first and foremost, I go first define wetin be Nigerian Pidgin. Now we dey talk this thing Pidgin. Most of us don't know the meaning of Pidgin. We don't because make I not lie to you, Pidgin gets its own definition. Yes, Pidgin gets its own definition. Like they talk say that what is mathematics, what is English, what is biology, what is chemistry, what is physics. Pidgin self gets its own definition, and the definition is very very simple. You see, we could take for example, we could just take one small illustration as we go to talk and say, if A and B, group A and group B, they speak two different languages. Now, e get one and they won't communicate between each other. You know, so it would be very difficult for them to communicate because of say they speak two different languages. Now, if one language dey wey cut across those two groups, wey cut across group A and group B, if one language dey wey dem fit understand together, that means say that thing na Pidgin. That means say that's that word, that thing, if you connect them together, we will see talk if you come on the common ground, na Pidgin. And this matter starts during the slave trade.
Yes.
Maybe say the ogas them and the trade people them, the slave people them, they no fit communicate together. They no fit communicate because of their
Language
difference between their
barrier.
languages. Yes, language barrier, now you go to call them. They no fit communicate together. Then try. So as time they goes on, as time they go on, they can't say, okay, the only solution what we do now say, if we take from their, if the Ogaden people take from their own language, and if the slave people tap from their own language, join them together, wetin that one come mean? That means say they go fit understand each other, they go fit come on that same ground where they go fit take communicate to each other. That's where Pidgin from come.
Yes.
Now Pidgin don dey since the time of slave trade, since the time of e don tey. For Nigeria, e don dey as far back as only God know when. You know, the time where the Portuguese people come, the time where the Dutch come, the time where the British self come. And all these things, if you look all these things, you go see say reflection dey for the Pidgin wey we dey speak today. Now, take for example now, Pikin come from Portuguese word, pikini, wey mean pikin. That mean it means child, as we go dey call am.
Yes.
Sabia na Portuguese word from sabi. So you see say some leftovers still dey for inside the language, wey we dey speak, the Nigerian Pidgin wey we dey speak today. That to show you say na wetin don happen very long time ago during the slave trade. If say these people then come, they colonize us, then carry our things, then talk this one, talk that one, then teach us how to live life, they teach us, then bring missionary, then bring all sorts of things to us wey we accept, and we will see say okay, fine, not bad. Make we reason like that as they go. So now that na the origin of Pidgin. I'm not going to go in deep into that one because not be that one we'll talk about today. But I just want to tell Una about how the thing takes start, because if I begin to talk about the business part of one,
They go
most people
break.
don't really understand how. Yes, most people don't really understand. Say this thing what they talk about, how it starts, how it be. Now I will start with myself as an example. I will start with myself as a scapegoat. Now the scapegoat not be saying a bad thing, but the scapegoat now say my experience, my contribution, my own way I don't face, the things where I don't face for the pigeon industry, and how it take boost my business, how it take put me for that global scale for this Nigeria and for Obodo. Now, for 2014, during my final year for University of Ibadan, where I studied theater art, we get some of my friends we be say then they do directing. But wetin me I dey do that time na say I dey do acting and stage management. So we get some of my friends wey dey do directing, and that time during the 400 level period, na our final year, we try round up, we try do exams. So every year, the students go bring out play wey they go present to their lecturers as their directing project. So one of my classmates, wey name na Nwachukwu Martins, I go always dey mention that guy because na that guy na him open my eye to that the idea of wetin day to day now. So one of my friends, my classmates, they do Hamlet, William Shakespeare's Hamlet for normal English. So unfortunately for me, I did inside the production. So he can't give me one small role, make I play the role of a priest. So I did the rehearsal. Why I can't say they read the script, they do the rehearsal and everything. I can't say this thing, I don't even understand. Me with them call save, I don't even understand. Because I go read and tire. What in this man they talk, I don't really understand. So that thing just enter my hand. And at that point, me and my friend they gist and we talk for Pidgin. So as we dey gist, because we go just enter rehearsal, we no go understand, we go dey very bored, and we go begin the gist. So as me and my friend dey gist, as we dey talk, we just talk normally. But as we dey talk, as talk finish, now I come remember, I say, what if I transform this thing to Nigerian Pidgin wey we speak now? Why they follow my friend gist? What if I change? What if I tell and say? What if I change? Write this thing for Pidgin? And immediately that idea come my mind, I just stand up from the rehearsal and I tell the stage manager, say I dey come, I want go peace. And I did not, and I not come back that rehearsal again until the day of performance. Now when I get that idea, that dream, that idea, it really entered me because I really want to do them with passion. And true, I do them. But when I do them, my lecturers, my teachers talk say they right, because why I go carry Pidgin and try and Shakespeare, why we add them together? Because for our literature, we regard Shakespeare as one of the most widely read texts for the history of literature. No text don't beat Shakespeare record ever for this world. Now the pride of talk about literature. If you know the Shakespeare work, you never talk about literature.
You never start
you
at all.
understand? Yes, you never start at all. So now our lecturers come the vex, say why I go carry the Nigerian local language, add them to Nigerian Pidgin literature, or I go add them to Nigerian to Shakespeare. Say now very two different things. And if like say I want ridicule, I want ridicule the poor man, the poor Shakespeare.
They want for your moral for grant.
Yes. Now content and say, not be so they do things. If na come and say teachers, me I believe in experiments. I believe say experiments na be the key. All the microfarad they will get today, all the people will transform, all the people will produce electricity, all the people will produce chemicals. Should be an experiment.
Yes, na try, exactly.
Yes, now try and error now. Some die in the process, some not die, some succeed. That's how we get electricity today. That's how we get so many things today. We enjoy today. We say now just by chance splitting they happen. But not be so it be. Because people don't lay down their life for these things. People don't lay down their lives for these things. Not be so it be at all. So now I tell them say, this thing I want to do an experiment. If I do If I do am, I perish. If you go well, you go well. If you not go well, I win.
Exactly.
But at the later end, I dey fear because now 50-50 because I fit go dress myself on stage that day. Wey be say you go be like say wetin this boy dey do. So I finish the write up. I give my guy wey go direct am. We do audition, we do cast, and pam na so we take start. We do the performance. The performance lasted for 7 good days, and for that 7 good days, the theatre full to the brim.
Wow.
The theatre full to the brim for 7 good days. Nobody don beat my record for that department. I can beat my chest to
Wow.
that. Say if dem do play, make the play reach 7 good days, theatre full. And that 7 good days was one of the highest days wey we do. One of the highest. Make play run for over close to a week. You know, it never happened before. And the reason why we do am na because of say of the audience wey we get from the previous days. We can quickly extend am to 7 days. So now, as I finish everything now I can't sit down and talk, okay, yes, I think my experiment has been successful. It has been successful because number one, from the so-called experiment, I see say people really relate to wetin Shakespeare dey talk. Now, they not come for the Shakespeare. The thing wey dem come for na the language. They wan hear and they wan see how I take maneuver my way, where all those characters dey speak Nigerian Pidgin.
Exactly.
So they not come for the story. Everybody know the story. The story is a popular story.
Exactly.
And even those wey no know the story that day. You understand? And even those who don't know the story, They won't come see how the language take follow with the story.
Yeah, still a sound for ear.
So you can see that, yeah. So you can see that people wey sit down for theatre get different function, get different motive as we go dey talk am. They get different things wey they get for mind. If we get over 250 people for theatre, let's say 50 people will get this one for mind. Say they won't see the story. Some people talk say they won't see the language. Some people say they won't see how I take merge the two of them together. And the fourth one, they will talk say they won't laugh, they won't enjoy themselves. And the real experiment from this thing now say how Nigerian Pidgin and tragedy take match. I be scholar for Nigerian Pidgin literature. That's my field, and that's one which I don't do for over 10 years now. Over 10 to 11 years now. It could be 11 years now. And with that time, I don't do experiments. I don't see how the strength of the language. I don't see how the language they very valuable. I don't see how the language they valuable to Nigerians itself. I don't see how the language they more caring to break down things where they very difficult for people to understand.
Exactly.
When you talk about communication, you don't need to stress yourself for communication. You don't need to stress yourself for communication. Communication is for people to understand. How you going to communicate in English language? You dey blow grammar, and at the end of the day, you don't
People don't
understand
understand anything.
Then what have you achieved?
Nothing.
That is why the Europeans will always be better than us in every aspect of our lives. Yes, because when you watch ball, you see Ronaldo Messi, they interview him, even they talk in local language. And that not mean say you don't make the man less, or you don't make the man be like mumu. And there are some countries where we say they collect the independence from other countries, but they don't use their culture. They don't use their culture. They collect everything. I think the country now India, I forget the country, except I Google it. Let's say now India or one other country, then collect everything from their colonists, everything, the food, they collect the culture. They collect the culture. They don't mind they collect it, but after the independence, then throw away every goddamn thing. So why we say you reach our turn?
You can't change everything.
Yes. Why you say reach our turn? I won't come do different. Reach our turn. Now we're going to use English. Say the judge say if person no book or not. You know. You know, so the thing I say, and this thing affect me when I did very young because my mama don't like them. My mama don't like us people they speak pidgin. Now English will taste that. Now my mama go we dey speak am for house o, but my mama no go agree say make we speak am for outside. Which time I begin to speak English for here? You know, that time I begin to speak English now. Because now pidgin they train us right from the beginning. I'm from Edo State, and pidgin is our lingua franca in Edo State. If you really know who Edo people are. So I started speaking English when I was in JS2. Now I begin to speaking. Now I been JS2, JS. Now I begin to speak correct English. My mama beats me. Say like I say you know go speak that pidgin for outside. You understand? And this made me not to know how to express myself very well.
Yes, na come.
I was always coming last. I was always coming last in my class when I was in the primary school. I was always the last. I will never forget. We be 30 for class. Na me go still come 30. The day wey I go beat one person, the day wey I go mistakenly beat one person, that day we go celebrate am for house. You understand? You know. So now my brain not quick catch up because probably due to the language.
Yes, what they use, not true.
Yes, my brain not quick catch up. I was always failing when I was in primary school. I was always failing. I couldn't understand. I was failing. In fact, it was worse. You know, but as time goes on, when I come begin to realize, say, when I come begin to get you, when I come begin to see, say, the language, now something where I can't adopt. That time I don't big, I don't mature. I can't adopt the language as my own personal lingua franca. I can't say I can't understand things. I go fit break down things. I go think in pidgin, translate them to English before I bring it out. And when I'm bringing it out, it's coming out
Better.
understandable. So I don't think in English language because it's not going to help me. No go fit help me lie. So now pidgin I will first think for pidgin, can't transform them to English. Then I pour it out. And now back then, so it all boils down to waiting be what is our how do we what do you call it? How do we use a pidgin to boost our business? It was a sold out show for 7 good days, and we had to do that show again. I do the show for January. We can't do the show again for July because of popular demand. We do the show again for July. So my experience in pidgin industry started that moment. From there, I started adapting Shakespeare's plays into pidgin. From Hamlet, which I titled Oga Pikin, I entered Romeo and Juliet, where I titled Rukeria and Julie. From there, I entered Julius Caesar, where I titled am Julius my guy. From there, I entered Macbeth, where I titled am Makindewe Gubet. You know, from there, that's why I dey do am. And I just stick to that matter. Say, for this life, I will never write in English language.
Ah.
I will never write in English language
That's the spirit.
Hey,
because
no go.
English, English will hide so many things, but pidgin will bring them
Then go
down.
say you no
Those are
know
the
book,
laws
sha.
of translation. Yes, yes. They go say those are the laws of translation. One of the greatest laws of translation is bringing out hidden things in in a language and letting it out,
Yeah.
breaking it down for people to understand. And that are my field of study, and are my scholarly field. So from there, I begin to do more pidgin stage plays. From there, I enter biblical plays. I adapt the Passion of Christ for pidgin from the Bible. That one also boosted. That one boost my business well because when I put them for Easter like this, people rush am. Then rush am. They say they want to see how. Excuse me. They say they want to see how Jesus, how they take key Jesus using the language, and I played it very well because and another thing again we should not we understand and say as English get rules for writing,
That's so Pidgin gets.
because now so Pidgin get rules for writing, but people don't know because you cannot write anyhow
You
in
don't see
Pidgin.
them. They think say na ordinary language.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a very sensitive language. Very sensitive language. Very sensitive. It's one of the most sensitive language ever. So there are skills to writing things, writing literary text into Pidgin. You know. So now when you look at Pidgin literature, right from the some of our literary scholars, they shied away from the language because they see the language as a language of the illiterate, people will not get sense, people will not know book, people will not do this one,
Aburos.
people will not do that one.
Not
Yes. Now Fela came. Yes. Now Fela came. Fela came, and as Fela come, Fela give the language small reputation. Now the language can be say we fit use them take express ourselves. We fit use them take for governmental issues. We fit use them as protest. We fit use them as music. We fit use them talk our mind. So Fela can lift up the language, clean them, use them. So at that moment, that was the period. Now the period Fela don't really play major role. Fela don't really play a role for the Nigerian Pidgin with the music. You
Yes.
understand? He don't really play major role for Nigerian Pidgin. So as time goes on, from that time, go reach the 70s, the 80s, literary scholars begin to shy away from the language. Some no read the language at all. Now only few of them, the likes of Ken Saro-Wiwa, he used Pidgin to write. Saro Boy, that's one of his texts where he writes Saro Boy. Then also Wole Soyinka did the same, do the same. But what Wole
Yeah.
Soyinka do now say input the language, in attribute the language, in carry the language, in go put am for people wey no go school. You understand? Now there input the language, people wey no go school. So the way we take the way we take paint Pidgin, he paint them as language for the illiterate, for in text,
Yeah,
for
the
in text,
Azene.
yes, for in text, for in plays. So that one day, then Professor I don't forget this guy name, Fatunde. Then that one self writes in Pidgin, Organative man, what I no get any name. The nine text, nine text be that. Then also this guy Shegun Oyekunle, kata
I
kata for
think
Sofa
even
Edge.
Osofisan.
Now,
I think Osofisan follow. Let's say I don't forget.
yes, Osofison no follow. Osofison no follow. And now wetin Osofison do, wetin Soyinka do, na the same thing na Osofison do sef too. Because those people no really rate Pidgin as language for literature. Not say they don't use them, they use them, but the way they use them,
And
you go see say for the text,
uh,
you go see say for the text, now people wey dey for prison, then they use them for people wey be illiterate,
go there
house
for
boys,
village.
people wey be
Yes.
house boy,
Yes.
people wey dey for village, then they use them for. You understand? So these things now, this some of the literary scholars do. Now only few of them, only few like Shegun Oyekunle, we write katakata for Sofa Edge. Now I write them from top to bottom. This guy, Professor Tunde Fatunde, also too, that one writes from top to bottom. Frank Imwokere, that one writes for Pidgin poetry. That's another field entirely. He writes for Pidgin poetry. Now, all these texts I don't mention, so they then come from 1970s, late 70s to the 80s, then a little to the 90s. Now, when you come reach that 90s, everybody can stop. Now, it was now say nobody writes for Pidgin again. Everybody can write for English, so many things for English, blah 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 blah. Now people now shied away from the language. Now this guy Wationgo now came out and said that is very wrong. This Kenya playwright, I think like Kenya playwright, yeah, Wationgo, Nugi Wationgo. Contact say it did very, very wrong. Say we should encourage our own local language. We should write our own, we should tell our stories in our own local language. That we should not use the languages of the colonists because the colonists cannot tell our story better than us. We are the only one that can tell our story like ourselves and for ourselves. You understand? So he made that paper, he made that academic paper to counter what Shoyinka and other literary scholars say the ideas they have, writing in English, saying so much about grammar, and stuff like that, and not getting the more of English. You understand? So now, after 33 years of people shying away from the language, now people started when we now see that the language now don't they get level for so many parts of different discipline. We have the social media, the what do you call it, in politics, in business, adverts. You go see adverts for Pidgin. You go see them for politics, for campaigns. Even now, BBC self
They use
enter
them.
too. They use them. So now, when you look at all these things, now you can say now everybody don't wake up. So at that point, where Pidgin literature was needed, that was where I came in. That was in 2014. That was where I came in when the literature aspect of it was needed. After close to 33 years, that was when I came in, and that alone gave me an edge as we go to talk am. That one give me edge. That one give me small push. Say, okay, we've not had something like this for a long time. We never get something like this for a long time. We never get Pidgin work for a long time. It comes in as Shakespeare. Now we can't still get again. So that one gave me a push. So basically, in the long and short of it, it has really boosted my business. Now, when they see my name, they see Pidgin.
Not true. You
When
spoil Pidgin for this your name. Ogini Bernard.
when they see my name, they see Pidgin. Then apart from the literary aspect of it, I have worked some technology firms in building AIs. Where I don't build AIs, artificial intelligence, in Nigerian Pidgin. For 2022, I work for Center for Digitization of Indigenous African Languages.
Oh.
One AI company where we say then they digitize local languages. Now me head the Pidgin department. And what we do for them now say we dey build AI for these local languages. We dey build AI for Yoruba, we dey build AI for Pidgin, we dey build AI for Igbo, Hausa, Swahili, more of local languages in Africa. So not only Nigeria, it also cuts across Africa, like the Swahili and some other prominent languages that people they speak. And even Edo self follow join for the languages. Now, towards the end of 2022 to 2023 and the beginning of 2023, we can create the keyboard where they speak 187 languages. I built the Pidgin part of it, whereby where I develop AI for the keyboard. Where we say when you type for your keyboard, the keyboard will bring suggestions. Will bring suggestions to you, and the suggestions that where the keyboard they bring not be English language, na Pidgin. So apart from that, in 2019, I get my first international job for 2019. That's 2019 or 2018. for one company for Dubai, whereby then they teach people how to use the local toilets, how to these SATO environmental solutions, how to use this mobile toilets. You know, I then consult me and I translate their information, their files into Nigerian Pidgin. That was the first money where I collect from international
Nice.
project. Then after that one, for 2020, they also consult me for UNESCO to also talk about COVID-19. So we translate a lot of files. We talk about COVID and the precautions of COVID, how to make sure say COVID no enter our body.
I hear am e sweet me well well.
So with all those things, now we know say yes, the Nigerian Pidgin English need to spread across Africa. And
Like
mind
cancer.
you, we not only get Nigerian Pidgin for Nigeria, we get Pidgin English for all over the West African
Yes.
countries. We get them for Cameroon, we get
Ghana.
them for yes, we get them for Sierra Leone as Creole, we get them for Ghana, we get them
South
for
Africa sef.
Jamaica, so many also other languages, or other West African countries. You understand? So along the years, then after those my period of yes, after those my period of making my period of working with international bodies. Just recently, I also translated for Visatech in Dublin, one of the top leading translation companies, and it was Pidgin. It was Pidgin. Then also from there, I moved to Awari Technology, and that's where I did now. Awari Technology, where I did now, whereby we dey try to digitize Nigerian Pidgin and to create data for the language and to store it inside the system. And this data now not be ordinary data. The data now for different discipline like agric, medical, so different discipline of for arts and sciences. You understand? Then from there, I can't get they can't consult me again for US for the mother tongue Africa, whereby we go dey digitize audiobooks, books wey people no fit read or wey be say dem dey lazy to read about. We go digitize am, put am for inside system in our local languages. So now all these things now, I mean, I made my experience so far right from the beginning to the end. And last year I celebrated 10 years as not only the book where I write, the Hamlet where I write, clocked 10 years last year.
Wow.
Now, I not only celebrate the book, I also celebrate myself personally as 10 years in the business. And the celebration happened for the French embassy for Abuja. So now with all these things now, if you know what you need to do, then the language is sufficient enough for you to make money. The language is sufficient enough for you to build your brand. It is sufficient enough for you to do anything you want to do, any business you want to do. Make sure say your message wey dey pass across reach everybody
Yes.
for the community. And through this, the only thing wey go fit solve am no be Yoruba, no be Igbo, no be Hausa, no be Efiko, no be Bibio. The only language wey fit solve am na Nigerian Pidgin. Now, the Pidgin, e don build brand loyalty where people fit demonstrate their understanding of the Nigerian culture. When you speak this language, when you talk this language, when you talk this language, e dey make people feel at home. You understand? They make people feel at home. They make people feel relaxed. dey make people wan hear wetin you wan talk. Na so the matter be. Dey make people wan hear wetin you wan talk. E dey make dem wan feel everything, and e dey improve customer service. Customer service in the sense that people go wan people go wan hear wetin you wan talk, and they go feel relaxed to get the solution of the problem wey you wan solve. And at this point, this thing also dey increase engagement. When you bring out something in your market, you bring am out, use Pidgin take garnish am, they go wan engage with am. Look at all those content creators now. Look at what they are doing. See wetin they dey do. They dey use Pidgin take dey educate themselves, and they dey engage, and they engage. If you look the comments, you see the comments na plenty comments. So there's no how our languages will not strive. There's no how we will not make money from our languages. And lastly, before I close the whole idea, the whole talk, it dey also clarify words, and it dey make sure say it dey break down everything. Dey clarify and dey make people to understand. It dey make people understand the concept. Everything wey you wan talk about, e dey make people understand, and dey clarify the things. Imagine say they implicate Pidgin for our pharmaceutical line.
E go sweet.
E go sweet. People go understand. People no go dey fall sick again. People no go dey fall sick again. They go understand the everything. At times, English dey make person die, because when you talk one thing, when you talk one thing, they no go understand. Instead make they use 2 dose, they go use 4 dose. If they make 4 dose, they go use 2 dose. So all these things, and when you start this thing, for example, now when you start doing stuff that talks about the pharmaceutical line, when you start doing it online, people will fall in. People want to learn, and that alone can boost your business. It can make you go more. It can increase your, not only your business, your brand, your personality, and so many other things. So it's a open market. It's diverse. It's big. It's unlimited. It's for us to tap into the oil. I tell people that Nigerian Pidgin is the new oil now, but people don't really understand. No, they understand because it is in a lie. I think the new oil. Now me the chop. Now me 9 days inside the oil now where I know say this thing, this thing is real, because my phone no dey rest from one call to another. Abeg, I need a review. I need a review on this file. Abeg, help me correct this one. Abeg, we want to digitize this one. Digitize that one. It is the new oil now. If you understand if you start the business, it's the new oil now. Language is the new oil now. Not only Pidgin, language itself generally, it's the new oil now, because our languages are dying. Then they die, and it must not die for our hands. So that's why everybody run etasket and make them put them inside system. Make them digitize them inside system, so that at least if human beings die, system will die. And if system die, you catch them. So that is my own contribution to this. Thank you very much.
This one na big one. Thank you. At least see, if to say I dey 80% proud, now na 100% proud of Nigerian Pidgin. That language is so seriously.
No language reach am. I don't know for others, cha. E concern me. I dey jabber
Can you hear me?
Yes, we dey hear you wella. We dey hear you wella.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can hear you.
Yes, very well.
Hey, your point is the break.
And I find the go back.
Mrs. Patience, your voice the break.
Okay, and na network na cause am. Then you don clear.
E clear now, e clear. Yes, e clear now.
This network respect himself. I
No,
no
no
get joy.
mind, no mind.
So the thing that say that way Oga Bernard just mentioned now about our language dem. Some of our language wey don dey lost. Na true
Seriously.
because I don hear am. In the next 10 years, e get some language wey we go go again
We
again
go, I'm
because of
telling you, you no go see. Hmm.
globalization. Now that so called globalization for me, I see am more like winky winky. You know what dem don talk means, you no go know yourself again, you go dey follow who don give you dey do. Na why we dey work for parents go dey give their children make dem dey speak their language. For parents dey speak their language. For me, I don dey talk learn language language. Only your speaking na by speaking am. You
Hey,
know,
your voice dey
you
enter
don dey
inside.
speak language. So now speak parents too. If you sabi language, why you no speak am to pikin? Why you need to
Network.
wait make dem dey tell pikin say you don even say how you know say if you need dem dey speak English. You know how some people from the language dey do am even don go there. So that kind thing abeg make dem dey teach pipu. Make dem dey teach language pipu dey know. Yes, if you no dey wetin you do go do? I dey get some focus point today. Before dey make pipu dey no know how to dey teach pipu or whether you know sooner or later this thing wey you just dey
Mr.
but
Mrs.
you fit
Patience,
say
your voice no dey clear. Oh.
you don
Hey,
dey say you no dey
hey, network. Oh.
na network abeg make I dey there. Na network, the
Hmm.
network dey go like
Hmm.
the
You know
weather
they,
watch dey
you know they hear you.
hey sorry.
Hmm.
So when I talk make you dey ask if I don okay want to ask and my voice come back to me. You no make you dey worry me. But before you don clear my voice don clear you dey let me there. You dey let me there.
I know they hear you again. No, the thing
Oh
don't bad. It don't bad. I know they hear you. Your voice they enter inside.
na network na network na abeg make you
Hmm.
continue with your continue with your
You feel type. Your voice no dey clear.
ah where
Hello?
I hello.
It don't come back small now. But if you continue talking, you go still come out.
And you go comot na network dey worry me now. Na the terrorist wey person
Eh.
dey yeah.
I dey hear you now.
Abeg tell you say make you continue with Oga Bernard at least until my voice try come back abeg until network because my voice dey gidigba my voice no dey anywhere. You get
You
my
don't, you
voice
don't
is
do okay. Yeah, it's almost time.
network na network wey dey lose, e concern network na im lose because whether or whether not we still kampe no dey stop
Yes.
us. The fight back to the so Oga Bernard I look for you to dey if I want to if I want to say you say to dey take language no be for us to use take our language different.
I know they hear
You
you.
no
The
suppose
network bad. I know they hear
They are
you.
the problem. The network bad.
So
No,
they fit
they
them
hear
as
at
text.
all.
They fit them as text
Eh,
message. Text
you
message or
feel drop
something.
and test. And this now a
dey
minute after nine.
go
Sef.
on
Hmm.
make you go on now make you go on you hear Chiamaka make you go on
Okay, we dey hear you now.
okay
Okay,
I say
okay.
go as make you go on now maybe you dey ask Bernard the question wey you wan ask am as
No,
network don kidnap my voice.
everything when you talk, in fact, in cover every question wey I want ask am. You get every in fact everything when you talk here, na just the question where I get from. Both in motivation, how Nigerian Pidgin take help and market in business, how as in
Mm,
everything seriously. The thing sweet my
as
belle. And at least now you
I
don't
think
you don't give me morale. I go use hand like this, carry Nigerian Pidgin like say na my life. I dey happy when I hear his story. Seriously, it's really epic. It's an epic one.
moral,
Yes.
moral.
As in, I don't carry water.
Okay,
Thank you,
but
Bernard.
okay. Sometimes we go fit dey beg parents of nowadays make dem dey speak language give their children. At least e go better than to wait for AI to speak language.
Yeah,
E no
yes.
go fit
Now,
make
what we need now, say, make we also encourage our parents. Maybe they also they teach their language to their children. Now, the only way the thing fit take happen
Yes.
be that too, because with that one, if you don't happen like that, it go dey very difficult, and the language go die last. You understand? So concerning the motivation and the everything, I think I hear the question small. Now say the only motivation where I get na the passion, na the passion for am. Say make sure say people understand wetin dem dey talk for this thing.
Mm.
You understand? Imagine make you dey use pidgin dey teach people for class. How they go fit why they no go understand? Why they no go happy say they wan come class? When be say when you speak the language, you feel at home.
You go
When you
sweet
speak the
your belly.
language, you no get issue, you no get wahala. You go feed their belle. When you speak the language, they go feel say everything dey alright, because language sef, if you look language well well sef, e comes with mental health too. You know, when you dey speak language wey person no understand, e go affect your mental health, because you go just dey find way to decode the things wey the person don speak. So long and short of it na say na the motivation to let people to understand wetin dem dey talk, and for you to understand am, and for you to use am, and for you to use am well. Thank you.
so how you see the people for people. I think so much of time they go you know where the end dey change different things dey take place. You don't see the for example,
I no
say
dey
I
hear
go
you. Your voice no. Abeg, make una help me echo the thing for una side.
No, Dave here.
when the person you find when the person dey when the person no dey because dey create legal space ministry you no go fit dey and I don dey yarn you na dey yarn you
Yes, we dey hear you. See, please, no vex. I get meeting now. I no know. I go leave una
no
beg, no
wahala
vex. Eh,
no problem no
but
problem come leave me
everything wey una do, yes, I love am. Thank you, Mr. Bernard. See you next time.
Thank
no
you very much.
wahala
Yeah.
Okay.
very
Now. Bye.
thank
Thank
Amaka
you.
no wahala we go see you well o no find trouble for dream o so Bernard, thank you very
Yeah.
much. This thing wey you don
Yeah.
plus your experience no be small, na serious motivation. I dey sure say no be only Chiamaka wey don carry motivation for body over wetin you don talk. People plenty sef wey dis thing go dey
Mm.
motivate. And I hope say federal government sef go receive motivation o, because na dem get business pass for dis country. All the
Yes, so.
ministries na for dis country we dey see Spanish wetin dey call am sef embassy, French embassy, dis embassy. Which time wey we go get our own pidgin embassy? Dat
Yeah.
one make dem follow think am, whether dey like am or not. Na our
Mm.
main lingua franca wey
Yeah.
pidgin be.
Mm.
And if any person talk true make Satan shame, the language sweet die. It's sweet die. Even though Igbo said they rush our language. And even
Yes.
they see some Igbo people they carry do content safe. Eh?
Yes.
You really do well. You do well, no be
Yes.
small. Thank you so much. Thank you. So he claim now say pidgin dey play serious role, special role for everybody business if dem go fit use am well, if dem go gree use
Yes.
am.
Yes.
Oga Bernard,
Yes.
shebi you dey hear me? Okay.
Yes. I
So for people
dey hear you.
okay, okay. So for our people wey dey lis ten to us, abeg make una remember say pidgin dey very powerful. E go fit help you connect with the local market wey dey for dis our country and communities. E go even fit help sef, you go dey dis your country still dey travel round. No take dis language play. See how you go use am help your life, help your business. No fear o, no fear to see how you go use am, dey find po ten tial for business. Wetin person no try, e no go know. So next time abeg make una join us for Nigerian Pidgin talk. No mind the network o. All dis initial gra normal shakara e concern am. Network bad o, network no bad o. Our morale don high. Bernard don give us high morale. We go come here next weekend with another better topic and we go jabber am well for the pidgin. No shaking. So make
All
una
right.
always join us next time. By the grace of God, we go come again. So we go discuss more things dem, more things wey go clear on our eye, wey go shine people eye. Some things dey wey e be like say the English grammar too much, shame no go gree you want to talk say I no understand o. We go pieces am down for pidgin. Na im make we dey for here. So make una watch out. Until then, abeg continue to dey keep am pidgin. No be every time I go dey do am foreign o. Sometimes make una dey do am pidgin. Alright. So Oga Bernard, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much for dis
You're welcome.
show wey you do for us here. We appreciate am well well. We like am. We don take the advice, e don give us morale and we go work hard make sure say dis language e go nowhere. And other small small language too wey don dey lost, we go put head together make sure say dem go nowhere too. Our people, we thank una. Na here we wan match break. Make we match break. If we no close now, we no go fit come next time. So make we close, go recharge ourselves, go find better garri, swallow, gather morale, come back next weekend. Until then, make una sleep well. Sleep well and dream for pidgin English. Oga Bernard, good night o. Thank you well well.